Fun. We have 4 incorrect votes, $4,000 to be split among the 3 of you. Panel, it is time to meet our next 3 challengers.
Number 1, what is your name?
My name is Ginger Wilson, and I'm a black American princess.
Number 2, what is your name?
My name is Ginger Wilson, and I am a black American princess.
Number 3, what is your name?
My name is Ginger Wilson, and I am a black American princess.
Only one is the real Ginger Wilson, and the other 2 are lying. The real Ginger Wilson co-authored the BAP Handbook, the official guide for the Black American Princess. A how to live, love, and shop with attitude. Her book reveals the secrets behind being, raising, or even dating a BAP. She identifies the 4 different types: Betty, boho, butterfly, and bogus. And she insists each must promise to abide by the 9 nevers. She wrote the official oath one must take before throwing around her BAP-itude, and she has sworn to tell the truth.
All right, that's an intriguing story coming up. Let's see, I think I've had the Betty, the bogus, and the boho, but I've yet to bag a butterfly. Find out what that means when we begin our questioning once again with Meshack Taylor.
Thank you, John. Number 1, what are 2 character traits of a BAP?
A BAP is a perfectionist, and she's a woman of precision.
Okay. Number 2, who publishes your book?
Random House.
Number 3, the 4 different types of BAPs. What is a boho?
A boho is a bohemian BAP.
Okay. Number 3, what is a BAP's favorite wine?
A BAP's favorite wine would be Chardonnay, a nice dry Chardonnay.
Number 1, the favorite wine of a BAP?
Red wine.
I would think it'd be, I know you ain't gonna think I'm gonna touch that, are you? That's their favorite wine. Believe me.
All right, Jack Kay, on to you.
Girls, you all look fabulous, but I like BMWs myself. A black man working. Okay? I don't care what he does. As long as he's working, bringing me that money. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. Number 1, who starred in the movie BAP?
Halle Berry.
All right, that was a trick question. Number 2, what is the third never 9 of the 9 nevers? What's the third never?
Never flaunt your wealth and privileges.
All right. Number 3, what is the official oath?
The official oath is I solemnly swear to uphold the ideals and morals of my forebears, to get my hair done on a regular basis, to blaze a new trail everywhere, and to lift as I climb and abide by the 9 nevers.
Well, I agree with that. Right on. Ooh. And number 2, when did this book come out? When did you write it?
It just came out in June of 2001.
Okay. All right. Blaze the new trail.
Okay, number 3, a BAP is a black American princess. What's a GAP?
A GAP would be a German American princess.
No, it's a store where you buy clothing. Number 2, what is the book called?
It's called the BAP Handbook.
BAP Handbook. Number 1, who has the highest BAP quotient? Diana Ross or RuPaul?
Diana Ross.
Yeah, because RuPaul is a man. Number 1, if a Jewish American princess for dinner makes reservations, what does a BAP make for dinner?
She'll have Salisbury steak for dinner.
I like Salisbury steak.
Number 1, what are the 2 priorities to look for in a man for a BAP?
A gentleman that's productive and very, very open.
Number 2, the Betty Boho butterfly. I thought those were the Teletubbies. What is a butterfly?
A butterfly is a modest and honest Cinderella.
And number 3, what's a bogus?
A bogus is an imposter.
Imposter. Now, number 1, what is it that makes you proudest?
What makes me proudest?
Yeah.
My family background and heritage.
All right. Number 2, what is the BAP official position on weaves?
On weaves?
Yeah.
You mean hair extensions?
Yes.
If they're done tastefully, we love them because they spare us from bad hair days. Otherwise, no longer than etiquette would call for.
Glad you looked over your child. I'm kidding.
I have to say, I, for one, subscribe to the same principle right there. All right. Well, the sound of time is up. It's time now for our celebrity panel and our studio audience to lock in their votes. Without discussion, I might add, is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? And when we return, we're going to find out how everybody voted and who the real Ginger Wilson is right here on To Tell the Truth. All right, welcome back to Tell the Truth. One of our challengers is the real Ginger Wilson, who co-authored the essential guide for every black American princess. The other two are lying. We'll begin with Meshack Taylor. For whom did you vote, sir?
Well, thank you, John. I tell you, number 3's attitude was really very fun. The hands on the hip and everything. That wonderful attitude, but I didn't vote for her. Number 1, very intellectual, well-spoken, but I've got 3 BAPs at my house. I know what they sound like, and I know what they look like, and they look like number 2.
All right. Jackie?
You crazy. Yeah, I like number 3, too. I'm all with that girl, blazing new trail, all that, boom, 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 I like all that. But, you know, and number 1, I think you're gorgeous. I love that green. I love the way you look. But number 2, she got on green shoes. Only people wearing green shoes and a pinstripe suit and looking that cute has got to be number 2.
All right, and?
Well, I was going to vote for number 2 originally because she had me going, and then she kind of seemed a little too memorized on one of Brad's questions, so I changed my answer. I was going to go to number 3, but then I thought, she reminds me too much of Miss Cleo from the Psychic Hotline. Call me now! So I thought, I can't vote for her because she already got a job answering 900 calls. So I voted for number 1.
Number 1, all right. Moving in a different direction. Brad, on to you, sir.
Well, first of all, I wish I had 3 BAPs at my house, like Meshack said he does. Number 2 was very eloquent with some of her answers. Number 3, when she first introduced herself, she was standing there, and her dress was a little bit wrinkly. And I think a BAP, no matter how much they were trying to fool us, even for $5 grand, would not show up in a wrinkly dress. So I said the number 1.
Number 1, all right. All right, our celebrity panel split right between number 1 and number 2. We're going to see where our audience place their votes. Ooh, fairly closely contested. Number 2 gets the nod. We're going to be right back and find out who's right, who's wrong, and who the real black American princess is right here on To Tell the Truth. Welcome back to Tell the Truth. One of our challengers is the real Ginger Wilson, who co-authored a book which is entitled The Essential Guide for Every Black American Princess. Recapping the votes. All right, we have 3 votes for number 2 and a pair of votes for number 1. And it's time now to find out which one of our players is the real black American princess. Will the real Ginger Wilson please stand up? Seat there, Ginger. We'll come back to you in just a minute. I'm ashamed of all of you. I sat here listening to her spout out that oath, and she had it.
No, I didn't vote for her because I thought she'd beat me up in the parking lot later. Because I was afraid.
All right, let's meet our team of imposters. Boy, you did a great job. Number 1, beginning with you in your nice Kelly green over there. Who are you and what do you do?
Hi. My name's Regina Williams, and I'm a dance instructor.
Hi, thank you for being with us.
That's why she looked good. Look how good she looked.
And number 2, you were displaying your attitude. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Ogie Durham, and I'm a freelance architect.
Are you? Thank you. Did a wonderful job. So, Ginger, you have a book here, and it is, as promised, entitled The BAP Book, the Handbook for the Black American Princess. Quite honestly, this is all tongue-in-cheek.
It is.
That's very entrepreneurial, and as Mark Twain once wrote, you go, girl. Or was it, whoomp, there it is? Well, it was one of those two. Anyway, I congratulate you on this. What a great story, and you stumped everybody in a very, very charming way. Thank you for being with us. $5,000 split among the 3 of you, and it brings us to the end of another To Tell the Truth. I want to thank our celebrity panel, Meshack Taylor, Jack Gay, and of course, a man beyond consolation, Brad Sherwood. John O'Hurley saying see you next time right here on To Tell the Truth.